Good evening, YouTube. This is Lynn, and welcome to our live stream. Today, I will be talking about healing, self-healing. I actually will be doing the question and answer. Yeah, okay. So I am just waiting for a few more people show up. Yeah, so I will start right away as we have more people show up. Okay, so over the last week or so, there was a lot of people writing to me asking questions about healing and self-healing, because right now it's not very easy out there and a lot of people are suffering. And the email, the text message come to me so much that I don't have time to respond. So I just want to take this opportunity to give you the answer, to help you out. Okay, so people, the first question that people ask me is, what do they need to do if they want to do self-healing? Please give them the instruction. Hello, Maria. Yeah. So the number one key, if you would like to do self-healing or healing for someone, one-on-one or remotely, is you need to not to use your own energy to do healing for other people. My suggestion is use the universal energy. Okay, this person, he said that, what would I suggest him to do with someone with liver cancer and it metastasize all over the body? Another question is, do you take the fresh chi from the space around you, and do you imagine something to get rid of? To get rid of the waste chi, like a green fire or something like that. Where do you release it? Where do you release it into? I appreciate your work so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So this is a lot of questions. First of all, when you do healing, don't think that you heal someone. If you want to do a good healing session for yourself or someone, remember you are just like a conduit. The healing comes from the universe. The healing comes from the Holy Spirit. So to make the session powerful, you need to use the universal chi. Yeah. So that energy is from the universe. Yes, he say from around us, but go high and inviting that chi, that powerful light, So instead of just say the energy, visualize the energy come in just like shining light, very powerful light. You can visualize the golden light or the white light, and it come to you, and you that energy, bring that energy to the body. Okay. Now, when somebody that have cancer, he say this person have liver cancer. Okay, and not only the person that have liver cancer, everybody that have cancer, they have a lot of emotion, they have a lot of negative emotion, and the biggest one that they have is anger and fear. And part of the emotion that they have is, I see like 100% or 90, 97, 98% is depression. So when you work with somebody like that, you need to help them to clear their emotion, to help them to clear the emotion. If you are new, you don't know how to do the healing, you can watch my video. I will put some link under this video, so you can just go to those videos and watch. Like introduction to Qigong healing, introduction to long distance healing. Watch the video and apply the technique to that. Okay. If you feel weak and you don't have the confidence to release out the blockages or the tension, and then you just focus on bring in some good positive energy to replace the negative energy. So for the liver, it is the anger, but the positive energy for the liver is happiness. So you can take the anger out, or you, instead of take the anger out, you just fill her with happiness, some kind of happiness, something that she cherished, some good memory that she has. The more positive energy or the more happiness you bring to her, you fill up her body, you fill up her liver, the negative energy has to come out. Yeah, so that's how you do it. And you ask me how, so where is the 6G go? Visualize that when you pull that cancer or that toxin or that impurity out of the body, you actually send it back across the universe, or visualize it turn to smoke and it just coming out. So that also will be okay. Some other modality, they have a bucket of salt water and they throw that 6G to the bucket of the water. But in Qigong, we just take it out and visualize it turn to smoke and release it out to the universe or to across the universe. Yeah, which is also okay. Yeah. Now, when the liver cancer metastasize and it is all over the body, and I highly suggest you that focus on healing her emotion. And this is the question I normally ask if I want to clear, he or she have so much negative emotion. But the first question I ask her is, okay, so the cancer in your liver, from a scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel it affecting you? Okay, 1 is the lowest and 10 is the highest. And most of the people, they will say 10. Some people say 12, 15, right? So the next question I would tell her is, I ask you a question, and without thinking, you need to be able to respond to me right away. And the question is like this. I want you to go inward and think of someone that have come to your life. It could be in the past, it could be still at the present, that when you think of that person, you suffer so much and you feel that the anxiety come up to you so powerful, just like the cancer. Do you have anybody that you can make a comparison between that person and the cancer? And most of the people, they are able to respond right away. And then you ask them what it is and ask them to share that with you, why they're suffering. So seem like to me, the rule of thumb, most of the response I have is people, they hate their mother, they hate their father, or some of them, either the mother or the father or both of the parents already passed away, but they still hate them. They still cannot forgive them. Okay, and then other than that, it could be another member of the family, and beside that, it could be the husband or the wife, the ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife. Most of the time, it's like that. Yeah. So you need to teach them to forgive. If we want a good, profound healing experience, we need to learn to let go. Especially someone that hurt us, but they already passed away. Why do we still suffer? So you need to forgive that person. And some people, they say they have a hard time. They cannot forgive. And then my next question I would tell them is, when they are holding that resentment in their mind, that means that person energy also stuck in their own body. Okay, so it's just like you carry that luggage, that baggage inside your body all of this time. So you need to drop it, you need to forgive it, you need to let it go in order for you to receive the healing. So let's make this an example like this. Okay, hold on. Let me get something. Okay, I have 2 bottles of water. Okay, and if I tell you, I say, I want you to hold on to these 2 bottles of water in your hand. You need to carry them in your hand. Do you feel they're heavy? They say no. They can carry the water in their hand. So I say, okay, I want you to carry them 24/7. When you go to the bathroom, you still need to carry this bottle. When you eat, you have to carry them. I don't know how you eat, but you have to carry them. When you sleep, you cannot put them down. You just have to carry them. Okay? So this bottle, I tell them, I make this bottle as an example of the person that they hate. They have so much hatred. They have so much anger to that person. And because they hate them so much, they have so much resentment, too much anger to that person. It's just like they are carrying the person inside their body 24/7. The minute you tell them like this, you help them to be awakened, and they realize what they did to themselves. Yeah, what they did to themselves. So it is a good feeling if they can drop that. Because if they drop that, they do themselves a favor. You see, because they hate someone, does that affect the other person? I don't think that much, not much, but it affects them so much. So learn to let go and learn to forgive. So that's how I normally share with my clients. Okay, so they need to do that, especially for people they have cancer. Like from stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, it just keep going up, going up, going up. There is a reason like that, and now it spread all over the body. I have met people that the tumor was everywhere in the body, or it just like all of the right side or all of the left side. There is a reason for that. Okay, now you like to help. That person is your loved one, and you want to help her. There is only so much you can do. I feel that you need to teach her to practice Qigong. Because healing is not about waiting for somebody to do the healing for them, but they need to tune inward. They always need to go in their heart and learn to let go and practice Qigong and relieve it for themselves. Okay? So even people that come to me for the healing, I also ask them they need to go home and do Qigong. Yes. Hello, Timothy. Thank you so much for coming to be with us tonight. Yes. Yeah. So learn to let go. The number one is let go of the anger, let go of the resentment, the hatred. The second thing is they need to accept themselves because a lot of people they have so much hatred. They keep thinking somebody else do something to them. They don't think they did it to themselves. I'm telling you, if you are truly joyful and happy, nobody can do nothing to affect your well-being. I'm telling you that. So don't think that person do something. You did it to yourself. And if you don't learn that life lesson, the universe keep resend it to you, resend it to you, resend it to you until you learn it well. Some of my clients, I've been seeing them, the whole many family. I see them for 2-3 generation. Yeah. And I can see whatever the mother carry, the daughter or the son or the sister carry the same thing. So especially for depression, it just come down for many generations. So if it get to you, you need to make a commitment to heal yourself and cut the curve so the future generation won't be affected. And then I also see a lot of people, they for some reason they hate their mother or they hate their father. And I know everybody, I just feel like they to it even like to the last minute that they just about to die, they still cannot forgive. So why are you doing that to yourself? So you need to, if you really care for your loved one and you want to do healing for them, you need to explain to them. So for me, if I just have to do healing, just keep doing it, I don't like that. Even they pay me, I don't like it. I need to go to the core and teach them and train them before I help them, you know. And they need to, just like I mentioned before, they need to accept themselves. They did it to themselves because their mind were programmed to think everything in negative. Remember when we are born, the first 7 years, from the time we are born until we are 7 years old, we come to this life and whatever happened around us, good or bad, we just bring it into us. So basically we just like a computer, we just download and bring all of that information to us. So if we live in a family that the environment is negative, believe it or not, we also become negative. So you need to learn how to transform your mind. So how do you transform your mind? The minute you have the intention to transform your mind, if you think of some, and I mean, I do this for myself. If I think of something negative, I would say, oh, no, I don't mean that. I'm sorry. I promise I will change. And I need to shift here and think of something better than that. And yesterday I interviewed someone. The interview was very powerful, but somehow I did it on YouTube, on Facebook. And at the end, I could not capture the video. And then I want to bring it on YouTube and I couldn't do it either. That person, she said that, she went to 21 surgery and 17 of the surgery, it happened to her within 1 year. And then the other 4 happened to her for several years. So with 21 surgery, there were a lot of resentment. And she also born in a family with drug and alcohol and all of that, right? But when she was very blessed that she was able to receive the energy from the universe, and that helped her to awaken. And when she started to feel awakened, she practiced Qigong and meditation and chanting and all of that. And she said even now, every day she get up, she have a gratitude book and she write in there. And she said sometime one day she could write 100 things that she feel gratitude. And she said Qigong, meditation, and gratitude set up her day. Okay? So if you have a habit that you think of everything in a negative way, the minute you recognize that, you will have to change and think, make it into a positive. And if there are so many times I keep repeating, the mind so used to think negative. The heart want healing. The heart want love. So the mind needs to realign with the heart. And the mind and the heart is just this far. But this is a long journey for you from here to come down here. And the only way you can realign with your heart is if your mind can change to positive thinking. So to start the positive thinking, nothing better than to think of something that you gratitude for. Okay? So here I just want to show you several things that you can think of to feel gratitude. And if you want, you can just take note. Okay. The food we eat. Even we have to use the money to buy it. But the food we eat, the farmer work very hard. And the people that pick the food and the transportation and packaging and all of that, the water to nourish that, the fertilizer, the sunshine. So all of the element, all of the universal element focus onto that broccoli or cabbage that we eat. So just for that broccoli or cabbage that you eat, if you really want to gratitude, right there at least 30, 40 things or people that you need to show gratitude to. And not only that, but when that produce get to the grocery store, right? And then the man that work in the grocery department have to clean it up and package it in the bag or something, display it on the aisle, and then you pick it up, and then you go to the register. So it comes through many hands. And the water, we need to have the good water. So like right now, a lot of people eat organic. So that even more thing that we need to be gratitude for. So if you can start to practice to be gratitude for what you eat, that is already a lot of blessing. Yeah. So that is how healing starts. So I want to talk a little bit about Emily Sutherland because I interviewed her yesterday. She was with all of that because when first of all, she was adopted to that family when she was 1 year old. And the father had alcohol. The mother was a caregiver for the father. And she was there at that young age. And she just absorbed everything. So she grew up also involved with drug and alcohol. And then when she became a young adult, she just continued to take it in, and after a while, it's too much. It's too powerful for her that she just like a roller coaster to go up and down until one day she felt that she could not take it anymore. And she decided she wanted to kill herself. So she had the gun go right to here, and the bullet come in and go almost next to her brain, almost touch the brain. So when they brought her to the hospital, they opened her up and then they just cannot do anything for her because the doctor think that the minute they touch the bullet, she would die. And she was in the hospital for 30 days blind because of that bullet was still in her head. Somehow she lay in the hospital and she just felt a lot of heat, very powerful heat come to her, and she don't know where the heat coming from. And that time she wasn't spiritual either. But she just realized that is very powerful. She tuned in. And one day, that bullet, when it just moved on the way to behind her head, and it just right next to her skin, the doctor just cut the skin and the bullet just popped out. It was a miracle. And after that, they did the CAT scan. They told her that there was no evidence all of that had happened to her. So because of that, it was she have a huge awakening, and she start to believe on that powerful energy. She start to believe in God, and that is how healing journey happened. But when people, so when this man sent me this message, and he said that this person have all of this problem with the liver and is insecticide all over to the body. And I thought of Emily, because Emily have her leg, basically at the end they have to amputate her leg. And not only that, during that time, she also have cancer. And she also have problem with her liver. But because she have a huge awakening, she decided she would heal herself completely without any medication. So she took Qigong, she learned Qigong, and she learned holistic nutrition. And eventually she became a level 1 and level 2 Qigong instructor. So she diligently practiced Qigong and then focused on clearing her mind and tune into her heart. She determined to realign her heart and her mind to one with positive thinking. So her cancer will heal completely 100% with no radiation or whatever, or chemo, none. Just by practicing Qigong and eating whole food. And then everything, any product that she used for her body or in the house, 100% organic. And this woman, she's not a wealthy woman. She's not. And she's actually was my client for a while, so I know her well. And that's how I invite her to come to interview. So I talked to her this morning. I say that maybe we will re-interview again. But this time we will do it on YouTube, but I don't know Zoom enough. I have to learn the software and then see if we can interview her. Yeah. So that's how powerful it is. So we need to know, we need to let go of our mind and totally have faith and trust the process. Because the minute you have faith, you trust the process, and the minute you connect to your true self, you connect to the universal energy, your heart start to expanding and opening, and you start to go deep to oneness. When you are deep in the oneness, you start to see your life. You start to see how you are in black and white. You can see the goodness you have, and you also could see the darkness you have in your body. And you just look at them, and you just decide for yourself what is the approach you need to do next. Yeah. Okay. So the reason I want to make it very clear, because so many people wrote to me, and right now, a lot of people that have depression and anxiety, and I am, when I go on YouTube, I am in the back end. I know exactly how many people watch each video a day, and I have so many playlists. So just say a playlist for people with depression or anxiety, I can tell how many people. And I have so many people, somehow they were able to track down my phone, my email, my website. I often have people call me at 4 or 5 in the morning and they say, Lynn, I never thought that you pick up my phone, but I am so thankful you pick up my phone. And I say, yeah, I know. When I hear the phone ring like that, I could imagine who I would be talking to, because most of them, in their mind was there was no way out, and if they cannot get a hold of someone, they would end their life. They would end their life. So the reason that I do this live stream today, because I care so much, and I like to see everybody that come to my YouTube channel. I don't feel that is like just a coincidence. There is a reason, because my channel is so small. I don't have that many subscribers. But every video that I make, I give my heart. I have good intention to help. And the people, when they watch the video, they can tell. They can tell my sincerity. And many people have been transformed. Yeah, many of them have been transformed. Yes. Now, when you take you bring the fresh chi from around you, the best way to pick up that energy is visualize that the chi is the energy, is prana. That chi come from the creator. That chi come from the universe. So you just visualize that light. If you can just close your eye and you visualize shining light. But if you cannot visualize, I want you to think of the sun. The sun is above you, shining bright with light, the golden light. And you bring that light to your crown, to your head, and fill up your brain, both sides of your brain, with that light. If you can complete that step, you step a giant step. You know how to bring in the oneness to your body. So just that step to bring in the light, you already transform your brain. But I'm telling you, it's not a one-time thing. You need to do that every day. Every day when you get up, you do that. Especially those of you that have depression or have anxiety or have a lot of hatred, a lot of anger, a lot of fear. You keep do it every day. After you bring that light into your brain, fill them up, and then I want you to feel your eyes, your ear, your nose, your mouth, your sensitivity, your feeling. So why do you need to fill up all of these senses with the light? My friend, the reason that we suffering is because of our senses. When we listen, we doesn't know how to listen with compassion. You see, if you really pure, if you are truly pure and love, you should be able to listen with compassion, and you should be able to forgive whoever that hurt you. But instead of that, you just take it in with so much anger and hatred, and that's why you hurt yourself. You see where I'm coming in? So you need to bring that light in and use that light and transform all of your senses. After you do that, I like you to fill up your nervous system. The nervous system start from the brain, go down to the base of the head, and on the way to the neck, the spinal, on the way to the tailbone. So that nervous system, as it go through the spinal, it connect to all of the organ, muscles, and bone and ligament in the body, or the blood vessel. So if you can bring that light in like that every morning when you get up, that is another giant step that you do for yourself. Okay? So healing, I have mentioned to several people already when they call me, I say, you say you have no money. I say healing have nothing to do with people that have money or people don't have money. No. A lot of people, they are very wealthy, they have a lot of money, but they are very depressed. They are very depressed. They have so much anxiety. They also have cancer just like everybody else. Healing is know how to tap in the universal energy. Healing is know how to connect to the oneness. There are many levels of healing. If you think of healing, you go to the doctor and get some medication and take it. That dimension is on the bottom. On the bottom, okay? You need to go higher. You need to go higher. You go to someone for a massage, or you go to someone for a healing session, that is getting better. But the therapist, is she or is he spiritual? Does he know how to connect to the oneness? Because not everybody are created equally. We are different. So if you're lucky, you get to someone that is very spiritual, very loving, very caring, the healing session becomes very powerful. But some people, they just learn it from what they do it for you, just what they learn in school. I don't like that kind of healing. If you can tap into the oneness and you know how to connect to that light and the unconditional love, from the first, the second, the third dimension, you step up to the fifth, the sixth dimension. Now, the healing is very powerful. And that is something that everybody can do it. I can do it, you can do it. So this video, I want you to re-listen, re-watching many times until you get it. And there are more video in the in my YouTube channel. I want you to just keep watching until you really get it, because I'm telling you, most of the time I'm too busy. So for a long time, I don't make video. And also I only make the video when I receive a message from up there. So when I talk from my heart. I just let that come out. I talk with love. I talk with compassion. And I feel like I am a server. I'm here to help humanity. Yeah, I'm here to help humanity. So watch the video and go deep in meditation and see what you get out of it and practice. Okay? So healing is learning and then practicing. Okay? So many people, they have money, they go to many retreats, many events. Do they really get it like the way you get it? No, they don't. Everybody go to the one same master or the same teacher. But the ability to listen and convert the learning and make it into a wisdom, only a few people have it. I'm telling you, only a few people have that. And I believe you have that. Hello, DL, Val, Charlie, Todd, Maria, and Timothy. Yeah, hi everybody. Yeah, so I really encourage you to watch the video again and make it serious. Okay, so healing have nothing to do with how rich or how poor you are, and healing have nothing to do with who is your teacher or who you learn it from or how many times you go to the workshop or the retreat. Healing is all about go deep to your heart, connect to your heart, and then whatever you learn, because right now YouTube has amazing video. You learn on YouTube, it's free, and then you practice. It's all about practice, practice, practice. And as I mentioned, Emily, she said in the morning, she always have the gratitude notebook, and she write out 100, 200 things she feel gratitude for. You can do the same thing. Okay, so the more you can you feel gratitude, the more the negative have to go, because our body, we only can hold this much of water. So this is also representing our body. So if the negative go in too much, the clear water have to overflow. So if you have the resentment or you have the hatred towards somebody, that means their energy is inside you. Now, you need to go back to purity. And the only way you can go back to purity is refill your water with positive energy. And that positive energy is happiness, joy, peace, appreciation, gratitude, thankfulness. Yeah. So there are many ways to go. You can do healing. You can have somebody release it out for you, or you just let that there, and you just fill up your body with positive thought, positive energy. So practice is the key. Okay, so they ask, what is the sixth dimension? The sixth dimension is the void, the Tao. So that is the highest level, of the oneness. I'm sure that might be the seventh or the eighth dimension, but as far as I learned, the sixth was the highest. Yeah. So that is what I like to say. Now, somebody asked me, what is long distance healing? Long distance healing is remote healing. Okay, so just say I'm sitting in front of the computer and somebody maybe living 20 minutes from my house, but right now he cannot come to see me. I give him a session over the phone or over the internet, and I can see he's sitting on a couch in his living room, and I just did healing. So that is a long distance or remote healing is the same. Okay, you can do the long distance healing and the in-person healing. There is no difference. So somebody might live 20 minutes from here, another person live 2,000 miles from here. When you do the healing, there is no distance, there is no dimension, there is no time. Yeah. So it's the same. And the person feel exactly the person, this morning I did work on somebody live 20 minutes from my house. And he never received a long distance healing before. And he said, wow, so much energy come to him. He just could not believe how he felt. He felt so heavy because the release come out of his hand and finger. And I told him, shake it. And he said, yes, when he shake it, he feel better. And I say, shake his leg, shake his feet. And it make him feel better. So a lot of people, they never experience, they have no idea, but I'm telling you, remote healing or long distance healing is very, very powerful. Very powerful. Yeah. Okay. So there is a lot more to talk about, but I think that we are almost 45 minutes, and I think the video is long enough. And then I'm sure that I would do another one. In the future, I do plan to give out a series of video that I focus on helping people with depression, mental illness, anxiety, a lot of people get a lot of fear, a lot of negativity. So there will be a series of many videos on that, and I just say healing depression, number 1, number 2, number 3, be like that, But I also realize that many of you waiting for more video with Qigong activity or active exercise or something like that. So starting next week, there will be several videos like that for you. And also because many people, they say they have a hard time to do it like half an hour. So I will come up with some video for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So different length. So hopefully you will enjoy it more. Okay. So I don't see, oh, thank you, Val. You say you love the video. Thank you so much. And thank you, Charlie, for everything you say. Thank you very much, everyone. So I really appreciated you here and to share your love and energy with me. Have a good evening, and then I will see you the next time. Okay. Good night and sweet dream. Bye bye.